Welcome, and thanks so much for taking the time to watch my video. As in all the videos in Tarot My Way series, this video may have a bit of a different perspective than some of the other tarot enthusiasts. The suits of the minor arcana may be a predictor of our choices and behaviors. In my previous videos for the suits of the minor arcana, I have covered the numerical cycles of the numbers, the 7 principles of the 4 elements, and the court cards. In this video, I address the most common questions asked in tarot. They are who, what, when, where, why, and how. I call these the 6 Rays of Discernment. But, spoiler alert, I have not included the who in this video. Instead, because of the complexities associated with the court cards, I have created a whole separate video to address the elements as the who. Be sure to view it. I hope to inspire you to open your eyes and your heart as I ask Mother Nature to guide us in our tour of her home here in Earth School. Hopefully, we will always connect and learn from her powers as she moves through our lives. We will learn that it's not nice to mess with Mother Nature. How about hopping on the back of my broom and let's take a journey to one of my secret places. I'm comfortable, but magic is serious business, especially with tarot. In some of my previous videos, I have addressed the more intangible and abstract, but now it's necessary for us to put our feet back on the ground and appreciate the magic we find right here, right now, as a mortal on this extraordinary third planet from the sun. While the 4 elements are not human, I do think they are living, breathing entities, are spiritual in essence, and do communicate with us. Each and every one of these 4 elements are a part of every single mortal here in Earth School. Without even one of these, we would not exist. Allow me to introduce our partners in life one by one. As we experience the elements together in this video, I'd like to address a touchy subject, and that's referring to gender. When I refer to gender, notice I indicate energy and not something physical. It is important as I go through my videos that you, in your own uniqueness, define what masculine versus feminine means to you. Just like all the other polarities, you do need to identify some kind of labels that are at opposite ends of the spectrum. As in all my videos, I share only what has worked for me for the past 40 plus years. In giving you examples of what works for me, I hope you will discover something that may work for you. Earth, water, fire, air are elemental energies inside each of us. When they are aligned, life is easy. When they are not in balance, life is challenging. Let's do a quick review from my previous video, the 7 principles of the 4 elementals. If you haven't watched it yet, I suggest you view it before continuing in this one. Here's a quick recap. We looked at the 4 suits, the coins, the cups, the swords, and the wands. Then we personified and matched those to an element, a direction, a specific realm, an energy, a time of day or night, one of the seasons, and one of the 5 senses. I'm going to now combine our previous associations of the 4 elements and add 5 main questions we ask of the tarot. What, when, where, why, and how? Allow me to introduce our partner in this life one by one. clear your mind and envision suit number 1, the coins. To simplify the suit of coins, I have combined together these 3 things: the element of earth plus the direction of north, the realms of the physical, material, plus touch, the feminine energy plus the fall season. We'll continue on now with the question of what. When we speak of the physical, we speak of things we can actually touch. Often, touch of the body means sensuality and reproduction. Shelter is the home we house our body and is important for security. So, an answer for what may be money and possessions, which of course often represent status and security. The question of when. In a previous video, we were shown why the time of midnight was assigned to Earth, as was the season of fall. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions and providing time frames. Earth is the hardest, heaviest matter of all the elements. It is the slowest of all the elements. The coin cards thus represent the span of time, months to years. The number of the Minor Arcana card will provide the actual number of months or years. Answers for when could be in the fall months, in the fall years, or at midnight, or if you drew the number 6, it could be 6 months, or the number 6 for 6 years. The question, where? In a previous video, we were shown why the season of fall was assigned to Earth. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for locations. In the fall, the weather is becoming cooler. Earth is the ground we walk upon and is under our feet. So a location answer for where may be where it is cool, or where it could be found on the ground, or it could be in front. The question, why? All people are motivated to do things for a reason. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for reasons. Earth needs to have something solid for its physical manifestations. Therefore, the main reason that motivates Earth are tangible results. So a reason answer to why may be because it needs to be possessed or because it needs to be touched to make sure it's real. The question, how? All people have a method and style how they accomplish things. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for finding out the basis of someone's lifestyle. The methods that are most comfortable for Earth are things that seem down to earth. So the main methods Earth needs for moving forward must be practical. So a practical answer to how may be there needs to be a process or a method that makes sense. Now clear your mind and envision suit number 2, the cups. To simplify the suit of cups, I combined together the element of water and the direction of west, the realms of emotion and intuition with a sense of taste, the feminine energy, and the season of spring. Now, what can we do in answering the question, what? Think of this. To drink water, it must touch our lips and flow through our mouths. The sense of taste soothes our senses. So goes the same comfort food. Just as the ebb and flow of the tides and the cycles of the moon, the emotional and intuitive nature of water assures that our feelings and unknown mysteries will give flavor to our lives. The answer to what may be your relationship to people, your relationship to places, your relationship to things, and all that life experiences that cause you to have an emotion. The question of when. In a previous video, we were shown why the time of night, sunset, was assigned to water in the season of spring. We need to be very specific when asking questions of providing time frames. Water isn't in a hurry, but neither does it stay in one place for too long. Water is the element that has cycles of ebbing and flowing. It is the second fastest moving element after fire. The cup cards represent days to weeks spans of time. The number on the minor arcana will provide the actual number of days or weeks. So, for answers for when, you could say in the days of spring, in the weeks of spring, at sunset, or if you pulled a number 6, you could say 6 days or 6 weeks. The question, where? In a previous video, we were shown why the season of spring was assigned to water. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for locations. In the spring, the weather is becoming warmer. Water needs to be contained either by land or synthetic devices. Also, remember, west is to the left of the north. So a few answers for the question of where could be where it is warm, or where it is near water, or where it could be on the left. The question why. All people have feelings. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions regarding feelings. Water needs to have something to be connected to, and this connection is activated by emotions. The main reason that motivates water is their feelings. So a feeling answer to why may be because of the need to feel wanted, the need to be needed, or the need to be a part of. The question how. All people have a method and style how they accomplish things. When asking questions or intentions for finding out the basis of someone's lifestyle, we have to be very specific with our question. The methods that are most comfortable for water are things that involve emotions and connections to others. Therefore, the main methods water needs for moving forward must be feeling orientated. This may appear to be dramatic to some, but for feeling people it is necessary. So a sensitive answer to how may be there needs to be a compatible emotion, I need to have a sense of belonging, and it could be something dramatic. Now clear your mind and envision suit number 3, the swords. To simplify the suit of swords, I combine together the element of air with the direction of east, the realms of the mind and communications with the sense of hearing and smell, and the masculine energy with the winter season. Let's look at the question, what? The mental triggers are things we can hear and smell. Often, things heard and smelled are reminiscent of a memory and stimulate our other senses. It is said that smell is our most powerful sense. So an answer to what may be communicating your ideas, there's an exchange of thoughts, igniting the imagination, and education or travel could satisfy that restless mind. The question, when? In a previous video, we were shown why the time of day, sunrise, was assigned to air as was the season of winter. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions in providing time frames. It requires research and thought processes which may hinder moving forward. Air is the second slowest element after earth. The sword cards represents weeks to months spans of time. And again, the number on the Minor Arcana card will provide the actual number of weeks or months. Some examples of answers for when may be in the winter weeks or in the winter months or at sunrise. If you drew a 6, it could be for 6 weeks or for 6 months. The question, where? In the previous video, we were shown why the season of winter was assigned to air. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for locations. In the winter, life seems to sleep or hibernate. Air must continue its lofty thinking and ideas. Never does it rest in its continuous observation. So a location answer for where may be where it's cold, or where it's up high, or it's on the right. Remember when we were talking about the compass and air or east is always to the right of the north? The question, why? All people have thoughts. First comes a thought or idea, then comes the action on it. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions regarding the reason behind someone's thoughts and beliefs. Air needs a lot of data and thought behind every action and every response. The main reason that motivates air is to satisfy its curiosity. So an answer for why may be, and this is an odd one, because I need a reason for the reason. That's a good one. The question, how? All people have a method and style how they accomplish things. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for finding the basis of someone's lifestyle. The methods that are most comfortable for air are things that involve thoughts and mysteries to be solved. The main methods air needs for moving forward must be thought-provoking. So an answer for how may be, there needs to be a rational, well-thought-through solution. Now for our final suit, clear your mind and envision suit number 4, the wands. To simplify the suit of wands, I've combined together the element of fire with the direction of south, the realms of the spirit and will with the sense of sight, and the masculine energy with the summer season. The question of what? The wand's spirit and strength of will is as quick as the eye sees. So goes the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Spirit is fueled by passions, creativity, and the strength of will. Answers for what may be new adventures are built, courage is gotten through some hobbies, could be associated with careers, and even health can be affected when fueled by passion. The question, when? In a previous video, we were shown why the time of day, noon, was assigned to fire, as was the season of summer. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions as we provide time frames. Everything must be exactly right to keep fire going, to keep fire from not exploding, or to prevent it from burning out altogether. Fire is the fastest of the elements, but is considered very high maintenance. The wand cards represent hours to days, spans of time. The number of the minor arcana will provide the actual number of hours or days. Example of answers for when may be in the summer hours, in the summer days, at noontime, or if the number 6 was drawn, it would be 6 hours or 6 days. The question where? In a previous video, we were shown why the season of summer was assigned to fire. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions for locations. In the summer, the heat nurtures all things that was birthed during the spring. Fire works at maintaining just the right warmth to do this. It is underneath the direction of north. So a location answer for where may be where it is hot, where it is fast-paced, where it is underneath something, or where it is behind something. The question why. All people need to be inspired, but fire without inspiration fades and dies. First comes the passion, then comes the action. It is necessary to be specific when asking questions or intentions regarding the reason behind someone's inspiration or desires. Fire needs passion and takes immediate action. Therefore, the main reason that motivates fire is actionable passion and creative courage. So an answer for why may be there needs to be something new, exhilarating, exciting, and an adventure involved. The question how. All people have a method and style how they accomplish things. When asking questions or intentions, it's necessary to be very specific. The methods that are most comfortable for fire are things that involve creativity and action. Therefore, the main methods fire needs for moving forward must be through some creativity. So an answer to how may be, like Nike says, just do it, but do it now. Uh-oh. It looks as if our time together with Tarot My Way is coming to an end. So don't miss a single video I've made because you make it so exciting to share my adventures with you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. So